Did you see according to MMA math,
Yes.
what's his name's? Raul Rosas beat you.
Yeah.
He beat Terence Mitchell faster than you did.
Cameron Saaiman, ladies and gentlemen. Cameron Saaiman taking care of business. Wow. That look says it all.
I think it was on a Nature is Metal post. You know the accounts where it's like the blue, like a baby wildebeest is being eaten by a crocodile, and there's like, damn nature, you scary.
You need to be the crocodile.
Yeah,
You're almost flying out.
So we were sparring, and I think like threw a combo, faked the takedown, threw a combo again, landed the takedown, and Henny just came to me and whispered, he's like, damn nature, you scary.
Ooh, that must feel good.
That must feel great,
That moves great.
Yeah.
Did you see according to MMA math,
Yes.
what's his name's? Raul Rosas beat you.
Yeah.
He beat Terence Mitchell faster than you did.
Definitely. Yeah.
But he needs to win a few, eh?
Well, that's also the thing. Like, if you go with the MMA math, you need to keep in consideration the loss he has on his record. So you need to obviously
We'll see
apply
now
that.
with Rodriguez. That's so interesting because then both of your last two fights is the same as his last two fights.
Definitely. Yeah. No, well, hats off to Rosas. Like, it's crazy. I think the timing was perfect. UFC Noches, just like on Mexican Independence Day. That was a smart move by the UFC to give him someone that I just smashed 6 weeks ago. To
build his record a bit.
Just build the record, keep the fans happy. It's smart business decisions.
I like it. I like it. Trash talking, but we're only speaking facts.
It's only it's really only facts. No, like, taking that away from, he's still 18 years old.
Yeah, he's young.
Operating in a massive company like the UFC with a lot of pressure, a lot of social pressure. It's still incredible what he's doing in the sport. So it's going to be interesting to see what they want to do with him next. And the whole card was actually interesting because there was some might say very controversial scoring decisions. Alexa Grasso obviously edging that fight.
I'm not too mad. No, it's a draw. I wasn't too mad at a draw.
Yeah.
I'm mad at the 10-8.
Well, that's the thing. You're not mad at the draw, but if it wasn't a 10-8, Shevchenko would have won.
I would have given one. I think I would have given. I think was it round 4?
Yeah.
Was scored for Shevchenko on the other judges' cards. I would have maybe given that one to Grasso.
Yeah.
Because it was a very competitive fight.
Yeah.
Great fight. Not too mad at a draw there.
Yeah.
So, I mean, do it again.
Did you see the video where Sean Shelby, like Bruce Buffer, is telling Sean Shelby the result just before they announced it?
Yeah.
And you can see Sean is just like, what? It makes no sense.
Who would have you have given it to?
I think Valentina edged it, to be honest.
Okay.
I think really, like, she lost the 5th round, but the 10-8 round was pretty decisive.
Yeah.
In that sense. So, but again, like Jack Della Maddalena and Kevin Holland as well. It was a very
split
close
decision, right?
Yeah. Very close fight. So, but MMA judging is like, it's like rugby reffing. You will never win. I think it's like, it's always a lose-lose situation. The refs of the world don't get enough respect. So, but I think it's Mike Bell who gave, or I don't know.
I think it was Mike Bell who gave the 10-8.
10-8. So Valentina Shevchenko is like saying he needs to be held responsible. That's one lady I do not want.
No,
Want on my back.
No.
It's like,
because she also said she was also talking shit afterwards. Like, it must be because it's on Mexican Independence Day.
Yeah.
And you have to wonder, did that baby have an influence? I don't know.
Well,
10-8 is hard.
You saw on the UFC Paris card that most of the French guys won their fights, and it's like, are they choosing to match these guys up with tough fights but winnable fights to just win the crowd a little bit?
That's possible. I would like to see some more open scoring. I think that would make things more interesting.
Yeah. Or just interview the judges afterwards.
Yes.
I think, like, put a camera in front of their faces and just walk us through why you went through like, what was your thought process? I think the first judge to come out with a YouTube channel where he discusses every single fight he judged that night, and is like, this is why I gave this point. This happened in that minute. That's a significant strike, stuff like that.
Like whole judges accountable.
I would watch that.
Me too.
I think and for athletes, almost for any athlete competing in the sport, it's gonna be of value of like, what do they value when it goes to the decision? But also finish the fight, then you don't need to worry about the judges.
Like how much? Like let's say you're dominating the round and you get clipped once. Like but you still keep coming forward. Like how much of a thing? Because some judges might score the big punch as okay, that's damage inflicted, but some might score the overall round control and being in control. It's a tough one.
And you see it shift as well. Like 4 years ago, we also had a few discussions where it's like, if you get a takedown, you won the round. Remember that weird?
That was a weird one.
We were like in a weird stage of MMA where if you literally just secured a takedown, you got top control, you won the round.
Yeah.
So I think it's moving in the right direction, but keeping the guys accountable will help a lot.
Yeah. The most important thing I think is just damage.
Yeah.
Because effective ground control means damage. Effective striking means damage.
Yeah.
No, it's like check the guys' faces before the round and check it after the round, and you're like, you could get a good idea of who won the round. You know?
So with the next fight card, we have Rafael Fiziev taking on Matthias Gamrot. And that's a sick fight. I want to show you this video. I think Gila will pull it up as well. So Larry sent me this video, but this is so fun. He has 9 mils in his socks. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even see that. No.
Didn't you see it?
Yeah, I just saw the two massive rifles he was holding up. Distracted me a little bit. Oh, he's got it in his pants. He's got it in his socks.
And there's like just a massive missile to the left.
I love it. Where is that?
It looks like a studio.
Yeah, but it has to be in the States somewhere.
It has to be Texas.
It must be.
It must be. No, so that's going to be a sick fight. I think Fiziev. I'm edging towards Fiziev. I think Gamrot's ground control is amazing.
Yes.
But I want Fiziev to win.
Yes. I think Fiziev can probably keep him up.
Yeah.
Like hopefully he can keep him up, because on the feet, it's a beautiful sight to see Rafael Fiziev just unload on the feet, like flowing.
Yeah.
Ooh. It's one of the most beautiful things in MMA, I think, is Matthias Gamrot flowing. I love it.
Him and Dariush, when they had those scrambles, it was...
Oh, Gamrot now.
Yeah,
yes, that was crazy.
It was insane.
That was absolutely crazy as well. The thing is, Gamrot didn't really have anything else than that. Like once he started, he scrambled well, but he had nothing for him on the feet. Really.
Yeah.
So I think if Fiziev has that level of scramble, he should be fine.
Yeah.
But that level of scramble is really, really high.
100%. I think if they keep it standing, I think Fiziev finishes him. If Gamrot can make it almost a mixture of faking takedowns, coming up, throwing, then I think he has a better chance. If it goes to the ground, it's it's Gamrot's game, you know. So, and Bryce Mitchell is fighting Dan Ige.
Good one as well.
It's a solid fight. Dan Ige is a tough. He's short. He's super tough, super durable. But Bryce Mitchell is also fighting his ex-wife. Did you see the video? So he posted this video where he's like, "Listen, guys, I think my ex-girlfriend is gonna kill me in my own home." He said something like, "She came to my house and she killed my plants and my trees. She chopped down my trees." And he's super concerned. Let me get the video.
Oh, so it's not even a bit. Like he takes
no. It's like
he takes those threats as seriously as he takes the flat Earth theory.
Well, she did kill his plants, which was also a funny thing to say. Like, my plants are being killed, but he posted a video.
It's still threatening. If someone comes to my house and like starts killing my plants, that's a bit unsettling.
Let me just.
Cut, but it doesn't look great. Maybe on stories or something.
I think it was maybe a story. Let me try and find it.
It's fine. I'll check it afterwards, and he will probably pull it up for the people.
Yes, but he just kept on claiming that I think maybe you didn't send. I thought you sent it to me.
No.
But he said he was like, he knows for a fact after she killed my plants, my chickens and my all my animals are next. She's gonna kill my dogs and then she's gonna kill me. So man is going through adversity in camp.
Yeah.
Which is not.
Doesn't bode well.
Yes, if you are mentally going through shit like that, a week, 2 weeks away from a fight, that is quite scary.
I think he also had some mental adversity against Topuria. I think Topuria was kept on claiming to be the devil, and he's gonna smash him or something. I can't remember. I remember something like that.
I also remember he was quite sick in the build-up of that fight. Well, that's what he said afterwards. So yeah, it's an interesting fight. I think with the information we have, I'm gonna lean towards Dan Ige.
Bryce Mitchell should not be overlooked. He slipped a few times in his last, what was it, 2 fights?
Yeah.
But he's still a force to be reckoned with.
How much damage did he take in those fights, though? Because that's also, Dan Ige hits hard and he keeps pressing forward. I think he has good enough wrestling to neutralize the takedown threat of Mitchell. And I think Dan Ige's stand-up is way better than Mitchell's.
Yeah.
So
not looking good for Bryce.
Yeah. Well, hopefully in his camo shorts, his ex-girlfriend can't find him. So.
Goeie een, Gary. Great een,
And then we have Brian Battle is fighting again against AJ Fletcher. That's going to be a good fight. Charles Jourdain is opening up the
Ramos.
Yeah.
Ooh,
he's opening up the
fight.
Jourdain fight is always solid. I'm backing him. I don't even know the other guy, but I think that's going to be a very solid fight. Usman's brother is fighting. Yeah, so it's actually a very solid card.
It is.
Yeah.
For a fight night, it's very, very solid. Yeah. For pay-per-view would have been horrible, but it's a good fight night, and I'm gonna watch it. Definitely.
Speaking of pay-per-view, Sean Strickland,
dude.
Yeah.
Deshaun, new mythical fighter unlocked.
Yeah.
Deshaun Strickland.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
It was insane. Just sticking to very basics, and it is also quite surprising to hear him say afterwards in the interviews where he says in the fight
he expected more.
Yeah, he says he's like catching these shots. He's like, I can't believe it's so easy to predict, which is, hats off to Sean Strickland.
Well, maybe like the iCarly guard works on some people clearly. This one.
Yeah, this one.
Or like it's a Philly. I think it's supposed to be a Philly shell, but he does it like this.
yeah. It's gonna be crazy to see what they do in that division. I think
there's only one thing to do.
I think Dricus, if he had to fight both of them that night back to back, I think he would have been fine. Because it's just one of those fights where Dricus would have finished Adesanya. If Adesanya looks like that against Dricus, he finishes him. And you got to see the type of pace and punch power that Dricus has in his last fight.
Yeah.
He literally hit Whitaker
senseless with a jab.
So it's just one of those fights where you watch that fight and as a teammate of Dricus, you get excited because you know that world title is in grasp.
It's imminent.
Yeah, it is. It's only a matter of time. No matter what they try and do now going forward, I don't know what their plan is. It's only a matter of time. Dricus will be world champion.
Dude, imagine December, Sean maybe, because that's still quite some time. Sean didn't take any damage really.
Yeah,
maybe December and then UFC 300 with Izzy.
So Sean likes being active. He likes staying in camp. So it makes a lot of sense to have him fight in December. And I think that's also a massive card if that's in Vegas once again. Dricus has fought so many times in Vegas. His American following is massive. Obviously, Sean is he's a patriot.
He's demented.
Yeah.
And I think he's also out of Vegas, isn't he?
Yeah. He's also fighting out of Vegas. So I think that's a very, very possible headliner for that card.
I love it.
It's sick.
I love it.
Yeah.
And then I think Sean's style doesn't match up well with Dricus's
100%
at all.
It doesn't.
It's a banger.
Yeah.
It's a banger.
And I was surprised, you heard Eugene Behrman say with a few minor adjustments, we'll get the rematch and we'll get the win. If it's so minor, why not make the adjustments mid-fight?
Yeah.
Because it looked like they kept on doing the same thing that wasn't working for 5 rounds. So It's going to be interesting also to see Izzy come back, because his type of approach towards the media was weird.
I would want him to take some time off.
Yeah.
Take some time off. Like let Sean and Dricus fight it out December.
Yeah.
And then Izzy maybe what's 300, like March, April?
Yeah.
Put them on the 300 card. Massive.
That's sick.
Dude. That's what crazy is.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, like, you have to give Sean credit as well.
Yeah.
His defense was really, really on point the whole night, and he kept pushing, he kept pushing. And Izzy just couldn't get crazy.
How crazy was that? I didn't expect that at all.
I actually saw that exact punch he threw, like the world's greatest player hater, Alex Pereira, like showing him how to sit down on his shots. This was that exact
shot. He's just
shot.
haunting him, even after moving up divisions. Pereira's haunting Adesanya.
Pereira had the opportunity to do the funniest thing. Like Sean had the opportunity to pick the funniest corner man ever.
Yeah,
it's a shame he didn't.
Yeah,
I think it would have been amazing.
It would have been very smart, but. I think the biggest loser of that night is the guy that bet like $235,000 on Adesanya to win.
I think it was like his life savings or something. There was something crazy, like the kids' college fund or something. I says, bro, don't do that.
Yeah.
Like bet what you can lose, or at most, bet what you can lose and struggle through the month.
Yes.
Like at least make it through the month. Don't put your children's like future in jeopardy.
It was insane. Talking about betting, we're not allowed to bet on fights.
Yes.
But we're allowed to bet on rugby.
I know.
And how are your predictions going?
Pretty well.
Okay.
Pretty well. I haven't really put money on the rugby. It's like it's like a weird thing for me. I feel it feels difficult to do.
Okay.
You know?
Yes, I know.
Maar, because the money on the Booker was horrible this past weekend. On Ireland was horrible.
Yes.
But South Africa versus Ireland.
That's going to be
some lacquer odds.
Yeah.
And obviously, like, easy.
Yeah.
Like, that's one you can put your children's future in jeopardy for.
100%.
100%. Springbokke.
But, with the dominance of the Springboks, are you getting worried about the tattoo you're going to have to get when they win the World Cup?
Not really. I've accepted it. I've already gone through all the stages of grief. I'm at acceptance already.
Okay.
I'm loving the World Cup. This gaan hard.
Yeah, I thought about it. With South Africa and Romania, I think the score was like 76.
Yeah, 76-0.
Imagine you played a drinking game. Every try, you need to down a drink.
That's 11.
That's 11.
That is crazy. Maybe not a bad idea, though.
So if we have like a whitewash game again, which hopefully it's now only in the group stages, so you'll get to do it now. You drink you finish a beer every time.
Dude, I'm going to be blind. I will be blind. But I mean, when you get back, you're getting back like the 20th-ish of October-ish. Yeah. I'm thinking you're going to be back. So we'll definitely do the World Cup.
Yeah,
we'll have like a.
By that time, it's what, semis?
Yes,
semis or even the finals.
I think you're a day or two before the semi-finals. You're landing.
Okay.
Dit gaan banger wees.
That's gonna be
banger
great.
Wees.
Man, the craving for ribs.
Ribs.
Every camp is like
it's different.
Like last time was chocolate cake. I don't even eat chocolate cake. This time, ribs.
Yes, see. Why chocolate cake?
I don't know. I don't even eat.
Controversial opinion is I think chocolate cake's the worst type of cake.
I do think I 100% agree with you. Chocolate cake is the worst.
Just give me like a red velvet or something, or like a white cake.
Like, give me anything else but a chocolate cake.
Carrot cake.
100%. I'll smash a carrot cake.
No.
No. My mouth's watering.
Have you gone to some Vegas, like real, like steakhouse kind of barbecue places? Like I had legitimate American brisket and ribs and stuff.
No, I have not. But I think that is definitely.
I think that could be the move.
If you know of a spot in Vegas, please let me know, because I think a proper barbecue is on the.
I've heard like mythical stories about the American brisket.
Yeah,
you must.
Yeah. I just think we are very fortunate in South Africa because meat in Vegas, especially Vegas, or I don't know, other cities as well, but meat in the States for what you get is super expensive. You're talking about $60 to $100 for like just a normal sirloin steak.
Heerlikheid.
So, and that was at the grill house type of restaurant in the New York hotel.
Wow.
So,
well, shout out to my favorite place in South Africa, Hinterland. It's like what, $6 steak?
yeah,
and
it works
incredible.
out to $6.
It's incredible piece of meat. I love it.
Yes,
Hier,
yeah.
Hinterland.
And like a pachas as well, just opposite that.
Yes.
It's beautiful.
We'll smash a steak.
Yes.
We'll smash a steak and a carrot cake when you're back.
But I have to tell you, when we come back, African Angus. So I'm working with these guys. They've cooked me some of their steaks like a few weeks ago. I'm not allowed to eat any of it now, but
Angus.
Beautiful. But it has like, it's grass fed, it's free roaming, no hormones, but it has like marbling.
Yes.
It's almost like a Wagyu type of style.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Amazing. I can imagine.
I can't wait.
Okay.
So
Soon.
soon.
We have to get a golfie out as well. So the spoilers. I can't disclose about our latest Mashy Monday results yet. So I'm not going to do that. But we need to organize another one.
We have to organize maybe a 9 or even an 18
before you get going.
Yeah.
Just to get the mind in the right place, because you golf with cock golfers, so you've already got the winning mindset.
100%.
When you get there.
Yeah, rock bottom is a good foundation to build on. So we'll definitely do that. And you bought us a wonderful Durban holiday, golf holiday.
Yeah.
We need to use that at some point.
We need to book it at some point.
Do you sometimes drive in your car and then you remember that you bought that?
No, not in my car. It's usually when I've had a rough day and I'm really tired and I just want to go to sleep. And as I close my eyes, you vakansie. And then my eyes just open and I can't sleep.
Then you're starting to make plans.
Someone want to buy it? No, no one's gonna. No one needs to buy it. We're gonna go.
Yeah,
kind of amazing.
Yes.
Is Dricus coming with you to Vegas?
I actually don't know yet. We're flying next week, Friday.
Oh, you should probably sort that out.
Yes, but I don't think so. To be honest, I think he has a lot of obligations here to try and finalize. He has some stuff he needs to sort out. So I don't think so.
Is he training hard again?
He is scary. It's scary. He's working through a few. Obviously, going through a fight against someone as tough as Robert Whittaker has in post events, you have to sort some stuff out. And he has been super active. So managing some niggles, managing everything is quite insane. He's a superstar here in South Africa.
And I watched a Chael Sonnen video the other day. I saw Dricus on Alwani and then Chael Sonnen. Have you seen that whole saga there? Have you watched some of that back and forth or not really?
The only things I know about that is what I hear from the conversations at the gym.
Okay.
I haven't watched a single video.
Okay. Well, to the people.
Yeah.
So Chael came out and he said he checked the medical records from after the fight. And on that, Dricus indicated he's 100% fine. And that obviously something mental happened between facing off with Adesanya to the press conference.
Yeah.
Because, call it fear, call it wanting more time, whatever.
Yeah.
Right. How do you think?
Well, I think Chael Sonnen is a fucking idiot because, firstly, medical records aren't disclosed to the public. That is something that they won't disclose. Or
your post-fight
anyone.
doctor niggle things.
They won't disclose that to anyone. And if you ask any staff member at the UFC, you would know that Dricus was really doing everything he can possibly do to stay in the fight with Robert Whittaker. He went into that fight with a lot of problems. And he still decided to fight. Just like my fight. I had medical issues where we could have pulled out at any stage against Bryce Mitchell.
No, I know
but
about
we decided to keep the fight going. And I did hear this at the gym where I think the claim was made of like, why wasn't he limping after the fight? Do you know what adrenaline does to you, you idiot? It makes you say stupid shit like, I didn't win the fight, but I got tapped in the fifth, so technically I won. It makes absolutely no sense. And if Chael Sonnen fought in the highest level against some of the best guys in the division, I do think there's a type of, he also needs to make money out of his videos. He needs to get as much exposure as he can. He needs to create an opinion. He needs to either sway way to the left or the right. He needs to make a decision with that. So I don't.
You think it's dumb?
I think it's just a stupid claim. Like you have no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
So it makes no sense to try and make him look like he hasn't pulled his weight, which he has. He's been fighting constantly every 3 or 4 months for more than a year. So it's just
if your foot gets a bit fucked in a fight with Robert Whittaker.
And also, why would you go to war compromised?
Yeah, exactly.
You won't.
Especially against one of the greatest of all time.
Exactly. It's just like go read Sun Tzu. You need to be prepared in order to. You need to. In the Art of War, it says like you need to be 100% prepared, and you need to be ready to approach that war. So why would you take the biggest fight of your life with this stuff that you need to sort out beforehand? It just makes no sense.
Gilly, clip this part. We need to get this to Chael because I'm waiting for the video where he says, Cameron Saaiman, I have some opinions, where he sits like this. Can't wait for it.
Well, he can definitely
clip it,
it's going to be interesting to see his counter because it makes no sense. But I also understand why he's doing it. He needs to get people to tune in every week so that they can hear his opinion, hear his updates on what the story is happening. So Dricus is going to be champion at the end of the day. Okay. And then everyone, just like Ariel Hawani, they can swallow their words. It's just one of those things.
That was quite surprising to see him go back on Hawani.
Yeah.
I really didn't expect that.
Yeah.
But it was a nice interview.
It was.
It was actually very, very nice of both of them. They looked on good enough terms.
Cordial.
Yes, very cordial.
Friendly.
Yes. Not like you would expect.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. It's always going to get pulled a certain way, and you're just going to have to roll with the punches. At the end of the day, Dricus keeps on beating everyone they put in front of him, so it doesn't matter what they say.
Like, I'm sure even if the UFC tells him, hey, listen, before you can get a title shot, you'll have to go through Adesanya. I think he'll probably still do it.
100%. He wants that Adesanya fight, whether it's for the title or not. He wants to beat the brakes out of Adesanya. It's one of those fights that is inevitable. We called it.
It is inevitable.
In our shitty little studio
back in the day.
In my washing room.
Yes.
We said it's gonna happen. I still think it's gonna happen. Whether it's for a title, whether it's for #1 contendership, or whether Dricus is defending his title against Adesanya, it's gonna happen.
It's on its way.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for it.
Hopefully it happens in Africa.
Dude. Wait, though, that's again the thing, because 10,000 is not enough.
Yeah.
Like you need
that's
like
the
at
best
least
we have, yeah.
20,000 capacity. That's the only thing.
We called, jokingly, we've called this as well. Loftus build a roof. Like,
yes, Loftus, please.
Build a roof.
Greenpoint has a roof.
I don't know.
I'm not sure. I keep on thinking Greenpoint has a roof. Can someone
not so
please
educated
check
on my
me?
roofs.
No, I'm not a roofer. I'm not an engineer. I'm barely a software developer.
But we have a lot to look forward to. I think we'll smash out another episode before I fly.
I know.
And then we are going to Vegas for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So
again,
beautiful.
Beautiful.
It's great
beautiful.
for the weight. That heat is great for
sure.
losing weight.
Because you're going in getting out of their summer now. So it's a bit later. It should be a bit colder.
Yes, yeah.
Is it still hot though?
It's still hot, but I remember when we were there in December, it was cold. It was super cold.
Okay,
like, it was snowing on those mountains. Because Vegas is like in a little bit of a bowl.
Yeah.
And then it was snowing on the mountain. I've never seen snow as well, so maybe we'll drive out to the mountains.
Sure. Well, I'll tell you, obviously, I'm going to forget my joke if I tell you next time.
Yeah.
Must just go to Vegas, enjoy. Please don't pull a Dann on yourself and buy a timeshare or somewhere in Vegas.
Yeah, no. I don't think I'll
see you soon.
Thank you guys so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed the episode. If you have not yet, make sure to subscribe, and then we'll see you guys soon. Cheers.